All right, guys, and we are back, and we have the Earth Rod. I leveled up a few more times on the road back here, maybe just once or twice. Let's get this started. Perfect. So, Cavern of Earth, Basement 4. So far in this game, we have faced a group of pirates who weren't that exciting. Astos, the King of the Dark Elves. We faced the Dark Knight of Cornelia, Garland. Um, that's pretty much it. I mean, Vampire was just like the mid-boss of this dungeon, so he wasn't really anything special. This will be the first major boss of the game, which is pretty awesome. And all we have to do is be able to navigate our way through Moor Cave to get to him. I feel like I never know what to have Rhea do, because there's almost no point in having her attack. But at the same time, I don't want to just throw away spells. I want to save that MP for when we're in dire need of healing. Yeah, and there we go. Another level up. Perfect. So the entire party is level 28 now. And we'll heal that poison off Andre. Perfect loot room. Oh, a blue one. Ogre Mage. Alright. Let's see how tough that mage is. I was honestly expecting a spell or something to come out of him, not for him to just attack with a club like the rest of the ogres. Okay, so we got a staff. Oh. Yeah, we still have enough MP to throw away a few more spells as Logan. So I think every square in front of a chest is going to be a fight in this room. Or maybe it's another room where every square is a scripted fight, which would really suck. I don't want to deplete all of our resources before we get to the boss fight. Ooh, a Sphinx. That's interesting. No, our health's alright so far. This thing does do quite a bit of damage, though. Getting tons of money here. So yeah, for the most part, I don't think we're so much over-leveled as just having the monk class, using him properly where he's barehanded, is just something that nothing at this point in the game really has a counter for. If I'm not mistaken, he just raised his evasiveness. Still was not enough to save him, though. Okay, so we are done with that room. I think we can get away with throwing out one more of these spells to wipe out the undead. Man, we are just getting tons of money in here, eh? Look at that. 86,000. This is getting way too easy, which is kind of unfortunate, but it means we don't have to keep running back and healing in town either every time we clear out an area. Those lizards look creepy as hell. Honestly, they remind me of an enemy in Dark Souls 3. In the prison area, these creepy, big-eyed, baby-faced lizard monsters. Thank God for black mages, being able to just wipe the rooms. Actually, why don't I... show off that new fire spell the next time we run into a big mob of guys. So if I'm not mistaken, we have picked up Firaga, the most powerful fire move in this game. At least I remember it being the most powerful move. I don't think... well, most powerful fire-based one. Do not remember there being one above that. I feel like we should finish exploring this room. No, let's go on. If there's any treasure or anything we missed, I will grab it off screen later on. I don't think we're really hurting for anything at the moment. Okay, next big group of enemies we run into. I will use Firaga to show it off for you guys. Now these trolls are not as tough as I thought they'd be. They do give quite a bit of experience though, which is very nice. Oh, and this looks like the boss area. Sweet. Let's make sure everyone's up to full health. Everyone's equipped with the best thing I can give them. Yeah, seems good. Who speaks to me? I am he who feeds on the power of earth. I will not be disturbed by mortal men. I am the Lich, fiend of earth. So yes, our first major boss battle. And luckily for us, he is weak to holy magic and fire magic. Although before we go with the... Ooh, that did nothing. Damn. I was going to say, before we go with the fire magic, let's make sure our physical attackers are hitting as hard as possible. Okay, I'm not too sure what he fights with, so I'll wait till he starts throwing spells out before we start setting up counter magic. Let's get Andre's attack up as well. Maybe they just low rolled for that first turn, because they seem to be already doing much more. Yeah, everyone's health seems to be fine. Oh, 212, that was beautiful. Ooh, that did a lot of damage, okay. Let's have you two attack. Let's have you heal us back up. And we'll cast haste on Tarkus. Oh! Never mind, Tarkus jumps ahead and steals the kill. So yeah, absolutely, we are over-leveled. Forget what I was saying earlier. Oh boy. Well, that was our first big boss battle in this series. Poor bastard did not stand a chance, unfortunately. All right. Oh yeah, and this is just specifically for this version. Now that we beat the Lich, the doorway to this bonus dungeon will be open, which we will not go check out because the enemies in there are supposed to be really strong at this stage, and if we go and fight them and succeed, then we'll just be way too strong for the rest of the game. So we'll save that for maybe after we beat another archdemon or two. We'll go check those out, or we can just stick with the main story, and then do all the other ones post game. Either way, let's take this nice little warp point out of here now that we've returned the light to the earth crystal, and we are gonna head back to Melmond, see how that town is doing. Not gonna lie, I'm a little disappointed in how easily the Lich went down. I do remember the first time I fought him when I was younger. It was like not a harder battle, but I definitely had to use a little bit more strategy. Had to heal, had to put up spells to, like the null spells, basically to reduce the amount of damage he was doing to me. I'm sure even one of my party members got KO'd in the fight. But since we had a short boss fight, at least now we are able to move on to the next place in this same episode. So let's start by hitting up the inn. Honestly, it looks like the earth is still pretty crap here. I guess it'll start healing over time now, though. Oh, I should talk to some of the townsfolk, see what they have to say about all this stuff. And then if I'm not mistaken, we should be able to hit the high seas and find another place. You aren't the Warriors of Light, are you? Restore the crystals to grace. Yeah, I suppose we'll have to hit up the rest of the crystals, huh? Let's talk to the old man up here. He seemed to know more than most villagers. The earth crystal must be shining again. Okay, cool. So he knows. He knows what's up. All right, so that is the end of Melmond and the earth crystal. The earth should slowly heal over time there. So let's see. That's the earth cavern right there, I believe, that we just sailed past. I really enjoy the music in this game. It's very nice. Okay, that's the Giant's Cave. So then that makes this Sada's place, I believe. Is this the next area that we want to go to? Let's park our boat properly. I guess we'll know once we run into a random battle here what level the enemies are and if this is where we were supposed to go next. It seems like we're just supposed to continue to head west like pretty much the entire game, right? So I would be surprised if this wasn't the next area we were supposed to be, and these enemies seem no different than the ones we were just fighting, so. Oh man, and another level up. Great. Maybe they expect you to run from more battles than I have been running from in this game. Because I just feel like this is way too... It was way too easy to get to this high of a level. We haven't really been playing that long. We haven't been doing too much grinding in the grand scheme of things. A lot of places here to park a boat. Okay, wait, Crazy Horse. Now we've gone pretty far back as far as enemies to fight. Yeah, that was very little experience. Provoca. Have we... Yeah, wait. Oh! Seriously? We're all the way back here? Hey, we should talk to this guy, though. Let him know that his hometown of Melmond is fine. Could probably make his way back there. Yeah, no, I saved the town, dude. You can go back. It's fine. I mean, it might take a couple of decades for the Earth to be completely healed, but it's on its way, right? We're good. Oh, man. So this is... This is a completely wrong place to be. Well, shoot. Also, isn't Melmond east of here? Not west. This is a small world map, I'm guessing. So where are we going now? This seems like a different stretch of land to land on if we want to explore here. That mountain range would prevent us from getting here from Provoca, so that would... And that scorpion did take... Well, at least it was able to survive hits from my mages. I don't think it actually had that much health. Also, Andre's a monster, now hitting for over 300 damage. By the way, I know I'm giving Andre a lot of love in this series. The monk is one of my favorite jobs in the entire Final Fantasy series, and I think that has to do with the fact that a lot of my favorite characters in the series are monks. Although there's not that many monks, but Joseph, who we'll meet in Final Fantasy II, is a monk character I like. I've always enjoyed Snowvilliers in Final Fantasy 13 as like kind of a goofball character, but ultimately his class would be the monk class. Obviously Tifa, Lockhart, probably the most popular monk in the entire Final Fantasy series. Yeah, monk is definitely up there, top 3 favorite class for me. Or job, whichever way you want to word that. And is this... Okay, this is a new place. This is good. We only have 1 Phoenix down in stock. I have not been paying attention to that. Let's take at least 5. I think we're pretty good. Oh, and we can buy ethers. Excellent. And evidently I had 1 in stock that I didn't know about. Okay, 5 of those should be good too. Let's try to hold on to some of our money. I know there's going to be spells and equipment galore to buy. Maybe not in this town, but at least in the areas coming up. Armor. So we can get the mithril shield and mithril gloves. I always feel bad that only Tarkus can get better armor from these stores. The rest of our characters being forced to remain paper thin on the defense side. That's clearly the church. Alright, Cure Stone. Exit. Teleports the party out of a dungeon. That is nice. Raises the entire party's defense, so we will go for that first. Raises the party's evasion. I'm not going to rely, or maybe I should rely on evasion since none of my party members can really use armor. Oh, we can't. Okay, we can buy exit, but she can't. No, okay, we can't buy it. Because I was going to say, that has the same problem as before, where it's for the wizard and not the mage class that can use it. Okay, we'll get Cure Stone, because getting turned to stone will be annoying. And we'll wait on getting exit, which will save us a lot of time in the future. That'll be very nice to have. Alright. We'll hook Logan up with Thundaga. Instantly kills 1 foe. Earthquake to swallow foes. Paralyze 1 foe. My problem with instant death spells are I would only ever really think to use them on like bosses, sub-bosses, and I'm sure most of them are immune. We'll wait. We'll hold on to our money. We'll see if we... you know what? Quake seems interesting. I'm kind of intrigued by Quake. Calls an earthquake to swallow foes. But is that any different than just casting instant kill on people? I can see stun being useful, and I'll wait on Quake and Death. I don't want to waste all my money on spells anyways, especially with a weapon shop right here. How much better than my sword is the Mithril Sword? Attack 23. Let's see. So attack on that is 23. Attack on the Worm Killer is how much? Okay, well the Great Axe is better than the Worm Killer, but it decreases our accuracy by a lot. Effective against dragons, effective against aquatic foes, effective against spellcasters. So these swords are all about equal strength, they're just effective on different things. So I guess I'll just take this Mithril Sword as my everyday walking around sword, and when I know that we're coming up on a dungeon full of aquatic things, I'll equip the coral sword. When we're going up against dragons, I'll switch back to the wormbuster. Sounds good. That's the game plan. This guy's just sleeping next to some tombstones like a weirdo. Is there anywhere to go in this village? What's over here? Oh, perfect. Group of elders. Or hermits. This guy's got a cool hat. I am Lucan. I see a cycle of wrath, a dim light guided by destiny, that about which our entire future revolves. Okay. 12 sages we are, guided to this land by the stars in prophecy. 4 great crystals exist in this world. The light that once shone within them is now lost. The 4 fiends of chaos block the power of the crystals, claiming it as their own. Well, one of them is dead. Fire, earth, water, and wind. These are the 4 forces that compose our world. The source of the 4 forces are the altars scattered throughout the world. Defeat the fiends that have taken root there and lift up the crystals you carry to the altar. The crystal should regain its brilliance. I believe we did that for the earth one. I think that just happens in video clip. Hopefully we don't have to go back. The 4 fiends plot to rule the world, both past and present. The Fiend of Wind appeared 400 years ago, followed 200 years later by the Fiend of Water. Together they laid waste to the civilization of the North. Okay, so that's why the North is a ruin, whereas right now the Earth only just started decaying. The Fiend of Earth rots the land. The Fiend of Fire where the Fiend of Fire passes, all is cast into flames. When all 4 crystals shine once more, return here, all will be revealed. Okay, so once we get all 4 crystals, we have to remember to come here. Bring the light of the 4 crystals to us. Warriors of light, only you can do this. Okay. The volcano, Mount Gold, rises to the west of this town. The Fiend of Fire long slept within its passages, but she is awoke. Oh, too early. Vanquish her before the world is consumed in flame. Let's see what he was saying. But she is she's awoken 200 years before her time. Vanquish her. Okay, cool. So I guess maybe fucking with Lich has awoken the fire one. Well done, warriors of light. You have defeated the Fiend of Earth and restored this its crystal to light. Sadly, this has drawn the notice of the Fiend of Fire, who was not to have stirred for another 200 years. Take this canoe and go face the Fiend in Mount Glug. Or Golg. You obtain a canoe. Okay. Sweet. So yeah, we started things in motion. Started stirring up some trouble by defeating Lich. I am just trying to decide if we should go to Mount Golg right now. So, that's how the canoe works. That's awesome. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Let's see where Mount Golg is, and maybe if it's not too long, next time we will get another fiend battle. They did say to the west of town, right? Oh, also, I should definitely switch over to my... Oh, and we just got Thundaga. Alright, so we haven't used Firaga yet, because I kept forgetting about it, but let's bust out this spell that we just picked up. Wow, these Hydras actually have some good HP to them. They did say to the west, right? So I'll just keep going west till I see a volcano. Probably down here. I'm probably going the complete wrong direction. You know what, this video is getting a little long. I will continue to search for Mount Golg, and once we find it, I will stop there, and next time we will just rush in and fight the next Archfiend, or Great Fiend, or whatever it is called. Yeah, so next time, expect a great boss battle. We got a lot of plot stuff done this episode, so I'm happy about that. And I will see you guys next time. Have a great day. I hope you enjoyed your week leading up to this Friday. All right, take care.